What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jared for all things Call of Duty and console gaming rep with me. Modern Warfare 4's beta has been out for a weekend. Been able to finally jump in and play. So here are my initial thoughts. I'm biased, but what more do we want out of Call of Duty? For starters, the graphics are amazing. It's really finally next gen because they don't have to produce it for PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One X. So overall, how it looks is perfect. Real cinematic. During the beta, they've given us multiplayer and an opportunity to play the campaign. So I jumped in the campaign mission. You can see it playing in the background. And it's a good campaign. I already know the first person story is going to be good, has a nice plot. I think Modern Warfare always has a really good plot. And it was a really good mission. And they gave us the opportunity to play this in the beta, which is a plus. I talk about the multiplayer. I mean, what more do you want out of the multiplayer? I think these are just only demo maps. There'll probably be actual maps in the game, but they really are small. That would be the downsides or the disadvantage of the maps that are in the beta. But overall, I mean, it's flowing well. Everyone always talks about movement. That's the big thing nowadays. Not omni movement where you can run full speed sideways and backwards and jump off walls, but you can still slide cancel. You can kind of bunny hop. There's some sweaty dudes in there. You know what I mean? I was getting through that. You know, multiplayer, it's multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your highs and lows. When I solo queue, sometimes I win, sometimes I don't. But overall, I think it's good. I think the gunny's great. The feel of everything, the hit markers, is just something about the sounds of those hit markers that I appreciate with Modern Warfare. And again, I guess I'm biased. I guess I really am biased to Call of Duty. I don't think you could get or ask for anything more than this right here. This is a very grounded game. It's not too crazy with certain operators so far. This is only the beta. They haven't launched the game. And I know the microtransactions with the seasonal battle passes and stuff gets out of hand. But right now, everything's grounded. Everything's more military-like. The operators, the skins, the weapons. So that's a plus. We can look forward to a new resurgence map in Zodiac. The DMZ will come out when the game drops. They only showed those things at COD Next and have been talking about them. You could check that out on YouTube or just look on the Call of Duty website if you would like. But right now in the beta, we finally got hands on, and I really do appreciate the experience that I'm having. Now, there's a bunch of positives, but there are some negatives that I really don't like so far, mainly the time to kill. So the TTK, I think it's really fast. I mean, 2-3 shots, I feel like I'm dead. The whole meta system with a gun being overpowered, I really don't like that. I really want guns to be as balanced as possible. Right now in the beta, I mean, the ISO was just cooking, especially the first time I jumped on. Everyone had it, and I'm like, whoa, I see why everybody's using ISO. I would prefer all the guns just being balanced. Obviously, depending on if it's an AR, a sub, an LMG, it's going to have different damage that it kind of affects you with, because obviously the bullets are different. But try to just balance that out the best they can. I feel like you do die a bit too fast on that. The maps are good. Again, I like just bang out maps, shorter maps, but also you need better maps as far as the configuration of them. The whole 3-lane maps that Call of Duty traditionally has, and a little bit bigger, because the small maps where you can bang it out, they're cool, but I know a lot of people could get worn out, have a lot of brain rot with them if you keep those in the game. Another disadvantage I would say is the matchmaking. For years, they've been talking about this open matchmaking, or the whole skill-based matchmaking thing, where it's just open and you're not put in certain lobbies. I struggle in a lot of lobbies because I queue in myself. So I go through this same cycle. I've been going through it over the last 4 or 5 years, where I'll slam a couple guys in 4, 5, 6 lobbies. And then after that, it's easily back to just completely sweaty, unplayable almost. I mean, I can't turn a corner and I'm just getting through at. And then there's times when I just queue in and I just can't get a kill. I mean, I know I play the game a lot, which really isn't a lot. I play probably more than just the average casual. I'm more of a informed casual. I've spoke on that before. So I do play the game. This is the only game I play. But sometimes I queue in and I don't even have the opportunity to get a kill simply because the matchmaking is just making it really tough on me. Also, I'll say I haven't gotten to the guns seem good. They're typical guns. Your AK, your cast off, your Hurricane. I don't believe they have an MP5. All the guns are good. I like the guns. The ISO, the M4, but I don't think the attachments are that well. Maybe this is just only the beta, but the reticles aren't that good. The different stocks, underbarrels, they don't seem that good. I'll have to do more research, but the attachments seem a bit mid. Another positive I'll say is the whole layout of the menu, the HUD. When you actually load into the game, it's very simple. Everything's to the left of your screen. It's not a bunch of just mess on your screen trying to sell you microtransactions. It's simple. Create a class. Your classes are grounded. It's pretty straightforward how to equip things and the slots that have different things to go on them, whether it be perks, secondary weapons, melees, all that. It's just very smooth. I really like how the HUD looks as far as the actual look and feel of the menus in the game. We still got about another week to play the beta, so I'll be jumping in, trying to hit level 30, but then just trying to play around with some guns. I've used the ISO. The M4 is not hitting like I expected. The that LMG, that Vulcan is good. That hand 86, I believe that's an AR. That's really good. The new mode Kill Block, I will touch on that. Kill Block seems really good. I like that 10v10 gunfight style. It's cool, a lot of rounds, and that should be a really good mode. I like how it switches the map and all that stuff. So overall, again, I think it's good. So I got some multiplayer playing in the background. I did show a little bit of the campaign I was playing, and I'm getting to it. I'm gonna definitely try to max these reps out while we got it. In October, I'll be ready for it to drop at launch. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate anyone that ever checks this video out. I'm always on, I'm always repping. Have a good one.